Heidi ho neighbors, Rado Goji here, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 3. Sorry about the abrupt cutoff there. You know, I really got into the game, and I didn't realize that we were coming up on the... The limit is actually like 15 minutes and 30 seconds. But, yeah. Oh. Yeah, there we go. If you're not careful, top spin can drain really, really quickly. But look, and there have been times where I've used all of my top spin, and Shadow Man still didn't die. But luckily, we didn't get into that kind of situation there. So less than a minute, and we're already done with this stage. Again, I would have probably planned that out a little better, but you know, I really got into it, and I didn't realize that the it was much over 15 minutes. Luckily, I was able to cut it off around 15:30, so I have enough leeway to cut it off and still make it within the time limit. Alright, so anyway, we got Shadow Blade and Rush Marine from Shadow Man. Shadow Blade is Sparkman's weakness, but as I said before, I'm not overly confident in some of the platforming bits in this stage. And Magnet Man stage. So I don't like to go any further in this weakness loop without the Rush Jet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the other weakness loop. In order to get the Rush Jet, we need to beat Needle Man. And Needle Man's I haven't really beaten Needle Man with the Arm Cannon, Mega Buster, or whatever before. Well, I mean, I don't call it the Mega Buster because you can't actually charge until Mega Man 4, but anyway. I haven't actually beaten Needle Man without the weakness from Gemini Man. And Gemini Man is a pain in the ass if you don't have his weakness, which is Search Snake, from Snake Man. Luckily, Snake Man is fairly easy to defeat with the Arm Cannon, so I will be much obliged to go for Snake Man stage. And there are a few iffy platforming bits here, too. Also like this song. Also Robot Snakes. And a 1-up. Awesome. There are a couple platforming bits that are kind of iffy with me here, but they're not as bad, and I'm not going to lie to you. I might die a few times on those platforming bits, but you know, the last time I played this, I didn't have that hard of a time with him, so I actually went through him in one go. So we shall see. We have a giant robot snake here. I just like to, you know, shorten the encounter by using a couple hard knuckles on his jaw. Hard knuckle, I haven't really mentioned a lot of the effects of these weapons that I've been getting. I did talk about top spin and how it's basically a really, really close range move that really kind of sucks and drains. It does drain energy like crazy if you actually hit things with it. And it's awkward to use as well. And we'll only really be using it one more time in this playthrough. But Hard Knuckle, I didn't really talk much about Hard Knuckle. It's a slow-moving projectile that does a lot of damage, and while it's in the air, you can use up and down on the control pad to change its altitude. It'll very slowly change, but there you go. And Shadow Blade is a multi-directional shot. It's a lot like Metal Blade from Mega Man 2. You can shoot it in either all 8 directions or just 7 of the 8. I don't know if you can. I don't think you can shoot it downwards, but I don't really remember, and I don't. Well, we're not going to be using it on the boss, so we might as well see, just to confirm. So you can shoot it forward, you can shoot it up. You can't shoot it down. So you can shoot it in any of like the 5 directions, either in front of you or above you. Also, it has a very limited range on it before it comes back. So it's not anywhere near as useful as Metal Blade, but it still kind of has the same premise behind it, and it's not that bad a weapon. It really isn't that bad a weapon. It is. I'm not going to say it's completely useless. It does have its uses quite a bit, but you know what I mean. I hate when I try to over-clarify things, I just end up making it worse. So I apologize for that. I think this is the halfway point of the stage now, or the checkpoint at the very least, and we can see some windows now. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna put off grabbing that energy pellet. Once you grab energy pellets in this game, they're gone for good. Unless you get game over, or, you know, leave the stage and start it over, or whatever. Which can only be achieved by either getting a game over, or... Actually, you can't revisit stages once you beat them in this game, I forgot. I mean, it's not like there are any super special hidden pickups, so it's really not that big of a deal. Oh. I really should have kept shooting that bullet bill thing. I know it's not really a bullet bill, but it resembles one enough to merit calling it that. I should have just kept shooting at it and instead of letting it hit me, because a lot of the time, basically they just bob up and down. Then when you shoot them once, their cloud goes away and they shoot forward. And oftentimes, yeah, that halfway point is way closer to the end of the stage than I thought. This is like the last leg of the stage here. But, I can easily get it so that they'll, like, if I shoot them, they'll either go ahead of me or they'll be easily jumped. In this particular case, though, I think I should just keep shooting it. Otherwise, it's going to hit me and, you know, bad stuff will happen like just did. This one can go under me. Okay, that was a bad decision. I think we're gonna... Yeah, we got a game over. Let's just continue. There really isn't anything else I want to be doing. I'm already in, like, 7.5 minutes. We're just gonna be spending the entire time doing Snake Man stage. I really don't want to have to do that. Because even after you beat the 8 Robot Masters, there's still more to go. There's still more game before heading to the final areas. There we go. Oy. Well, at least we got two lives now instead of just, you know, the one, I guess. And we still haven't used that energy tank, which is nice. I don't know if I will be using it anytime soon. I don't think I'll need to. I mean, the game will keep your energy tanks. I mean, even the passwords even reflect the number of energy tanks. Like you'll get a different password. Like if you've beaten certain Robot Masters, but have like different numbers of energy tanks. Like the password saved that, which is very nice. And I guess it's a little easier to keep track of energy tanks in this game because, like, in later games, you'll get, like, a whole slew of other items, like extra weapons, and, you know, there's, like, gonna be... By Mega Man 5, there are 2 kinds of energy tanks that it'll keep keeping track of, and by either Mega Man 4 or Mega Man 5, they'll start using, like, 2 colors in the password system. I mean, there is, like, a method behind how the password system works. There are, like, Java... Oh! That's cool. I really didn't explain those question mark blocks. Basically, they'll give you a random drop if you shoot them, and that one gave me an energy tank. More often than not, they'll give you stuff you don't really need, like a weapon refill if you haven't used your weapons. But I always say it's worth it to at least try because, you know, I got an energy tank there, and energy tanks are very, very useful if we ever actually get some use out of them. Who knows? Alright, we're at this point again, and hopefully when it comes to the Bullet Bill enemies, I won't get stupid, because this has been human error in those particular cases. I thought I could, like, jump them or whatever, but... I shouldn't try to jump them. I should just, you know, keep shooting at them if I can. See? It's a a much better solution, I guess. If I can shoot, then try. And they'll pretty much appear on the same... at the same altitude you're at. Okay, I didn't get as many hits in that one. That one will just go over me. Alright. Okay, the cloud part's... well, okay, it's not over yet. There's one more. Alright, there we go. We're at the end now. And this is Snake Man. He jumps around and shoots snakes at you. The snakes will go up walls and stuff. I think in the interest of time I might use an energy tank, should the need arise. I could have probably taken this guy on first, but I do like having the Rush Marine in Gemini Man stage. So that's why I don't take on Snake Man till later. I know of a lot of people who do take on Snake Man first as opposed to Magnet Man, but I'm very unconventional when it comes to Mega Man, for the most part. I mean, sure, like most Mega Man games, I'll start with the same one that most people use. Like, Mega Man 1, I'll start with Bomb Man, like everyone else does. Mega Man 4, you gotta go with Toad Man. Mega Man 5, Star Man. Mega Man 6, Wind Man. Although I used to actually do Centaur Man first with Mega Man 6, but we should really stop talking about Mega Man 6, because that's not the game we're playing. Or not, we could keep talking about Mega Man 6. Okay, we got him this time. There really isn't too much that can be said that isn't already being shown on the screen as far as the boss battles go. With a lot of these, I haven't really memorized the patterns of a lot of Mega Man bosses, because they're so... I don't know. For me, they're pretty hard to dodge, I guess. And we pretty much did spend the entire time doing Snake Man stage. I'm just past 12.5 minutes now. Alright, next up will be Gemini Man stage. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just for the novelty of it, just say this is the Snake Man stage part, and start off fresh with the Gemini Man stage. So when we come back, which will be in just a bit, for me, at the very least, we're going to start with Gemini Man stage and take on the remaining Robot Masters. I've been Rado Goji, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?